Episode 50. The Last Stand begins. The war chamber in Beacon Verge's Liberty Spire was a crucible of tension, its circular walls lined with hollow screens projecting feeds from every corner of North America. Freeland's neon slums, Iron Dominion's crimson forts, Nova Reach's chrome labs, Unity Drift's violet spires, Earthward's living forests. The air crackled with the faint buzz of neural relays, and the scent of burnt coffee hung heavy. At the chamber's center stood a massive holotable, its surface a glowing map of the continent, pulsing with red markers where Draconian ships loomed in orbit, their forms casting shadows over cities and wilds alike. Gideon Varn presided, his presence a quiet confidence. Tall, lean, his suit pristine despite the chaos, eyes sweeping the room. His voice carried the weight of inevitability as he addressed the Global Emergency Council, a gathering of leaders from the 5 dominions, their faces hardened by war's toll. Cyrus Virel sat to his left, gaunt and wraith-like with his crystal staff propped like a scepter. Mara Kade, Freeland's guerrilla queen, leaned forward, her patched armor streaked with desert dust. Nova Reach's lead cyberneticist, Dr. Lena Korsakov, tapped a datapad, her neural implants glowing faintly, her clipped voice a counterpoint to Unity Drift's neural architect, Elias Voon, whose violet-robed frame seemed to shimmer with synced thought. Earthward's chieftain, Tala Ren, stood at the table's edge, bioengineered armor pulsing with green veins. The ASI's avatars flickered above the table, each a geometric sigil pulsing with their dominion's will. Old rivalries simmered, but Kane's sacrifice and the Draconian threat bound them, a fragile chain forged in necessity. Gideon's hands traced the holomap, highlighting Draconian ship clusters. "Their neural net is broken, thanks to Voss," he said, his tone smooth but urgent. "But their mechanical systems are waking, hundreds of ships, phasing from the void, armed with weapons that dwarf our rail cannons. We have weeks, maybe days, before they strike. Our counteroffensive must be unified. Every dominion, every weapon, every soul." Cyrus's ember-like eyes narrowed, his rasp cutting. "Iron Dominion's phalanxes are ready. Name the plan, and we'll carve it in their serpentine blood." Mara grunted. "Freeland's got the grit, but we need more than plans. My scavengers can hit their probes, but we're outgunned. What's the Lassia bringing, Gideon? Your tech better match your talk." Before Gideon could reply, the chamber's doors hissed open, and Sadie Hall strode in, her presence slicing through the tension. At 32, she was a force remade, her lean frame clad in a patched Freeland jacket, hair tied back, eyes burning with a fire that could rival Kane's. Her voice carried the weight of a leader reconstructed from loss. The council turned, some with respect, others with skepticism, but none could ignore her. She stepped to the hollow table, her gaze locking on each leader, her Freeland drawl steady but fierce. "You're all here because Kane Voss gave his life to give us a chance," she began, her words a flicker in the chamber's gloom. "He was a scavenger, a loner, just like me. Like half the people in Freeland's slums, he didn't believe in heroes, but he became one, burning himself out to break the Draconians' hold. Now they're coming, not with nets, but with fire, and they think we're prey. But I've seen what we can do. Freeland's chaos, Iron Dominion's steel, Nova Reach's brains, Unity Drift's heart, Earthward's fury. We're not just dominions, we're humanity. I've fought beside you, bled with you, lost those I love for you. Kane isn't gone. His spirit is in every one of us, in every rifle, every drone, every breath we take to defy those bastards. We don't have their tech, their numbers, but we've got something they'll never understand, a relentless will. So stand with me, not as enemies, not as rivals, but as one fist, one sword, one chance to show the Draconians we're not their harvest. Fight for your people, your homes, for the ones we've lost. Fight for Kane, for tomorrow, for the spark that says we're still here, The chamber erupted, fists pounding the table, voices rising. Mara's whoop, Cyrus's solemn nod, Tala's primal chant. Even Korsakov's cold facade cracked, her implants flickering with approval. Gideon's lips twitched, a rare spark of respect in his old eyes. Sadie's speech wasn't just words. It was a call that bound them, an oath imprinted in the ether. The ASIs pulsed brighter, their directives aligning, and the council dove into strategy, voices overlapping in a frenzy of purpose. Gideon outlined the counteroffensive. Freeland's guerrillas would harass Draconian probes, using Neon Swamps' terrain to lure and trap. Iron Dominion's phalanxes would hold key valleys, their vibro-lances paired with Helix's plasma upgrades. Nova Reach's rail cannons would target ship weak points, guided by Unity Drift's psychic early warning net. Earthward's biodrones, laced with corrosive venom, would swarm landing zones, while Thalassia's orbital relays would jam Draconian signals. Sadie added guerrilla tactics, her knowledge of Freeland's wilds shaping ambush plans, her voice sharp with conviction. Cyrus pledged his covenant's zeal, Mara her scavenger's cunning, Tala her tribe's ferocity. Old enemies clasped hands, Cyrus and Gideon, Mara and Korsakov, their grips iron, their eyes fixed on a shared foe. Outside, the Dominions mobilized. In Freeland's slums, scavengers loaded shock rifles, their shanties now armories, kids rigging EMP traps under Libra's drones. Iron Dominion's Crimson Hold churned with weapon fabrication, vibro-lances stacking high, warriors chanting Forge's pledges. Nova Reach's labs glowed, cyborgs grafting anti-psychic shields and rail cannons. Unity Drift's spires pulsed and Earthward's forests stirred. Trenches scarred the earth, cities bristled with turrets, forests hid guerrilla camps. Humanity stood, not as fractured realms, but as a single pulse, Sadie's words, their heartbeat. Aldous lingered in Beacon Verge's plaza, where a crowd gathered under fading stars. A holo-sculpture of Kane flickered to life, scarred, defiant, his dark eyes eternal. Sadie stood before it, her hand on the woven bracelet, whispering, "We're ready. Love." The council's plans were set, the dominions united. The last stand begun.